Alright, here we go. Season 1 of Squadra is now here, and with it we have our newest character added to the game. Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku, a character I am so glad to see in Squadra. This man looks phenomenal, amazing, so fun to play. I can't say enough praise about this character in terms of how he looks. However, today we're not going to be talking about Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but rather a very serious issue with Squadra that not only affects Goku, but affects the game in general when it comes to these new heroes. And that is the cost of getting these characters. As you guys can see, right, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the newest character to the game and everything, right, it costs you 250 Dragon Gems just to get this character. I myself only have 40 of the necessary 250 to pick up Super Saiyan 3 Goku for myself so that I can have a chance to play him. I am not even a quarter of the way to getting this character. A character who I said in my last vid covering the trailer, I wanted to main him day one. I was so stoked to see Goku and everything. I wanted to pick up this character and I can't even do that. Now, I will kind of emphasize here, I am entirely free to play. I have not put a single penny into this game. Maybe I will down the line, I don't know quite yet. But for now, I am entirely free to play, and I am not even close to getting this character that I adore so much. And I'm not the only one. A lot of free to play players are suffering from the fact that we can't even buy a character or even play a character that we would want to play because he's just so cool and so like awesome to look at and everything. And I will say, it's not just that we can't buy the character for ourselves. He's not even in the trial system. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, the trial system has 3 characters: Kid Gohan, Baby, and Diamond Goku. These 2, by the way, I already own them, so they're not going to show in the trial, but Gohan, I don't have him. He is one of the 3 trial characters. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the newest character, the character that in theory everyone would want to try out, he's not a part of the trial system, so no one can have a chance to try him out for free. The only way you can even use this character is to buy him for yourself, which again, you can't do unless you spend money with the whole game and everything. Now, I will say, looking at the cost and everything, I do want to be fair in this specific point. There are certain deals you can use and everything for gems and everything. For overall, right, it costs you $7 to get 250 gems to unlock Goku. Compared to other games I've seen, this isn't the worst in terms of how much you have to pay to pick up a character and everything. Like, I've seen a lot worse, right? So I will, acknowledge that there could be a lot worse in terms of how things look right now, but this is still a problem. Right now, we have a new, very hype, very cool character in the game who most people want to play, and most people can't even play him because he's not on a trial system. You have to spend money. That eliminates a lot of players from having the opportunity to try out a character that may be their favorite character in all of Dragon Ball for all we know. So, this is a very serious issue. Now, people don't just spend money on characters, of course. I mean, people spend money on other stuff too, like cosmetics. And I don't think really anyone has a problem with this sort of system, right? Getting cosmetics to make your characters look cool and everything. Obviously, the finisher effects and everything look here, like they look so cool, right? But I don't think anyone has a problem with spending money for this because it doesn't impact the characters you can or cannot play. It just makes them look cool and everything. So there's nothing wrong with this, right? But when it comes to heroes, that changes a lot because maybe this is like the best character for certain players, right? Now they can't even figure out if this character is for them until much later down the line. And it's just such a serious issue. And it's not just with Goku, right? The fact of the matter is all these heroes, they cost a fair number of Dragon Gems just to unlock them from the shop. Gohan, right? 120 gems right here. Same for Maju, Cooler right here. Cell, he's 250 himself. Same thing with Hit, same thing with 18. So when it comes to the gem system, these guys are kind of expensive, right? Now, compared to Super Saiyan 3 Goku, all these other characters have one really good thing going for them, which is that if you don't have the gems to spend for them, that is okay, because they're in the star collection system. Right here, my next level, right, is hero unlock. If I look at the rewards, I can either get Kid Gohan or Dabura with this specific unlock. So, when we go back to the shop and everything, picking either of those characters will save me 120 gems. So that is the cool thing about the Star Collection system is with it, we can get all of these characters except for one, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? And they said in the whole trailer and everything, like the season 1 information, the characters for season 1 will not be available through the Star Collection system until the season after. So we won't even be able to see Goku until season 2 begins in terms of this system right here. And not just him, we have 2 other season 1 characters to look forward to, right? With God of Destruction Topo and Super Saiyan Gotenks. Now, me personally, I'm not really looking forward to those characters, but the one character I was really excited for was Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And again, I can't have him. A lot of people can't have him, and he's not going to be the only character missing, right? Again, Gotenks is going to be like that. Topo is going to be like that. Any character, at least for the time being, any character going forward is going to be in the same situation during the season that they release. So, I mean, yeah, this is just a very frustrating situation. I will say, if I want to kind of extend an olive branch and be fair to the development team, I get it. Squadra, obviously, it's a free-to-play game. You don't have to spend any money to play this game or nothing. So from that standpoint, they need to find ways to make money from a game like this. And one of the ways to make money is to force players to buy the heroes so they can play them, right? So I get it from that standpoint. They want to make money. This is a way to do that. I understand that sort of like focus. Maybe that's what they're trying to go for. But at the same time, this is not the way as far as I'm concerned, because this can eventually become a very serious turnoff for the entire player base. Not just people who are free to play like me, but even people who do spend money on the game. People who are just content creators, who are like people who enjoy the game in general. This can be a very serious problem. Right now, we're dealing with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Topo, and Gotenks. What will happen if we have to deal with the same issue for characters like Gogeta, Vegito, all these really iconic, really big, hype, fan favorite characters, right? Dragon Ball Super Broly is not in this game currently. If Broly is added to the game and he is stuck in this same limbo system like Goku, like you guys can imagine, there will be immense backlash for this whole system, understandably so, justifiably so. Like this can be a very serious issue. So I will say right now, I doubt Toshi or anyone from Squadra is looking at this vid, but I hope someone from them just sees this and sees all the other vids like this out there on YouTube and everything, just begging the development team to change this system. I will tell you right now, apart from what I have right here, we can get gems from the Battle Pass system, right? But with the free-to-play Battle Pass system, right, we can get 15 gems right here, another 15 at level 30, and another 20 right here at level 38. And that is it. We can only get 50 gems from the free-to-play Battle Pass, which again, that plus my 40, that is not enough for me to get even close to getting the new character. So yeah, I mean, I gotta put this message out. Like, I gotta like hope the development team sees this. Please change this system. I don't know exactly how you want to change it, but change it in some capacity. Make it where the new characters have a trial period for their specific season and only their season, and then make them go in a collection on the season after or something. Maybe make it like that. Make it where it's easier to get more gems, because that would be cool not just for the new characters, but also maybe for more chances at cosmetics, right? So there's all sorts of things like that, I would say, but this is a very serious, like it's a really annoying issue. It really is. If nothing else, it's annoying, and it's a bad precedent for what could happen in the future with more cool characters, more hype characters, Super Saiyan 4s and everything. Like, we have Mini Goku. We do not have Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Can you imagine the amount of hype that will be drawn in from that character only to find out he's paywalled like this with Goku right here? Like, it's not it. It really isn't. But I mean, yeah, we really need to have this, like we need this issue to be resolved ASAP. And I think that starts with us as a community, right? Obviously, not just myself, but you guys as well. Anyone watching this vid, sharing the vid or whatever, we need to like spread this like wildfire, basically just saying, hey, Squadra development team, respectfully, can you tighten up and can you fix this? Because in season 0, one of the biggest issues was Zenny, and they did a lot to rectify that, right? I don't know if we can see the actual information on like the patch notes and everything. I'm sure it's here somewhere, right? Obviously, they made like a bunch of bug changes and stuff, like buffing and stuff. They also did a lot of good tweaks for Zenny, making it a lot easier to work with, right? For hero members and everything. They did a lot for that already in just one season. If we do the same amount of push for Dragon Gems, for new heroes, my hope, my expectation, if you will, to a slight degree, is that maybe, just maybe, we can convince them to fix this, make it more reasonable. Because right now, it's just a combination of like the new characters being too expensive to unlock, not being easy to free-to-play farm the gems to unlock them in the first place, and they're not even in a trial option for you to try out the character for yourself and have fun with them, even though they're the new kid on the block. So it's just a mix of those problems right now, and obviously, we didn't even talk about the fact that right now, despite the fact that half the player base can't even get this Goku because like they're like locked by free-to-play costs and everything, right? The other half who do have Goku and everything, they're gonna have to fight in the queue with a damage roll just to get a chance to play Goku. So it's already gonna be nasty and everything, but like even half the players will just have to watch that and suffer. So it's a big mess. Honestly, man, like honestly guys, I have no idea like what they're gonna do specifically, but we need to like really push for this. I will say that, because this is some issue right here that I cannot stand right now. Like this is actually like pissing me off how much this is going on right here. But let me know in the comments down below, guys, you know, what do you guys think? Because I know a lot of people have been having a lot of backlash with this whole situation and everything. But I'm curious, what do you guys think specifically in the comments down below? What sort of solution would you recommend? How would you approach kind of resolving this issue and everything? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, because that's going to be where we wrap up the vid. I kind of got my mini rant out, if you will. But yeah, this is still a very serious issue, and I hope very soon we will get some message from the development team saying, hey, you know what, we understand a lot of people are not happy with the system, we're gonna go ahead and change it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed the vid, show your support down below, you know, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, all those great things, of course. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, take care, stay blessed, and I will see you all in the next one.